Are you like many investors right now where you're feeling stuck in this real estate market? You're just seeing it shift so quickly that you're just like, I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should invest. I don't know if I should wholesale. Should I be doing any marketing? Maybe I should just pull back and wait. Well, here's the thing. If you pull back and wait, you're actually going to miss out on whatever the market ends up doing and whatever the direction the market ends up taking. Waiting is never the right option. You always want to be in the market. Now, this doesn't mean that you want to be investing heavily in the market. You still want to be cautious, but you don't want to be so far on the sidelines that you're actually missing out on great opportunities. And trust me, there are great opportunities in these types of market because right now we are seeing it left and right with so many investors are getting scared. They're falling out of the market. They're not sure what to do, where to go. So they're just not doing anything. They're paralyzed. And if this is you, then this episode is just for you. We were worried as well a few months back when we saw this market shift start taking place. But we made some shifts. We have some techniques that we use every time we see this in the market so we can jump on the next opportunity that pops up. Because again, people, you always got to think about this. People need a house. They need a roof over their head. Doesn't matter what the market is doing. People need a roof over their head. As long as that's the case, there's a deal to be done somewhere. Now, sitting on the sidelines, you're not going to see that opportunity. So what are some of the techniques that we use that have helped us in making sure that as we move forward, we're not being left behind and we're paying attention to the shifts in the market? One of the biggest techniques that we use is our own buyers list. Now, don't turn off the channel if this is something. If you're saying to yourself, you know, maybe you're a flipper yourself, a buy and hold investor, an owner finance investor. You're like, hey, I don't have a buyers list. I don't need a buyers list. Well, you are a buyer, right? A buyers list is other buyers. It's investors like yourself. So it's not necessarily that you need a buyers list because you're going to be wholesaling properties, but you need a buyers list of other investors that are in the business so you can bounce ideas off of. You can see, hey, what are the pivots that you're making? Where are you getting opportunities? And this is something that I stress so much. Whether you are wholesaling or you're just an investor, you should always have a good contact list of buyers in the area that you're investing. And you want them to be an assortment of buyers, right? You want them to be fix and flip buyers, buy and hold buyers, owner finance, Airbnbs, multifamily, commercial. You want a nice variety of buyers on your contact list. So what ends up happening, what we ended up doing a few months back is as soon as we started seeing this market shift, we started reaching out to each one of them. And we're like, hey, where are you buying your deals right now? Right? Where are you investing right now? Where are you seeing opportunities? And we did get a lot of them. And they're like, you know what? I'm just not buying right now. This market is looking a little wonky. We're pulling back. We're holding back. Okay, we kept talking. And we have found investors that are still doing deals today. And they're like, oh, I love this area. We've seen a shift to this side of the town. We've seen a shift to this type of strategy. So in San Antonio, one of the shifts that we've seen greatly is owner finance. When you have a market that's appreciating so drastically, owner finance doesn't really make a lot of sense in most areas just because you're missing out on the appreciation of those properties, right? But now in a market when it's slowing down or even prices are starting to drop, owner finance is an excellent strategy to be in. So we started talking to these owner finance buyers. We kind of got their buy criteria. We saw where they're buying, why they're buying there. So now we know if we want to make a shift, we should get into owner finance properties, right? Another shift that we saw is buy and hold buyers are not buying as much right now because taxes have gone up, interest rates have gone up, all insurance costs has gone up, and rents don't catch up as much as appreciation of the value of the home. So you're having rents that haven't caught up to these values up here, so they can't get houses cheap enough to make them make sense. At the prices these buy and hold buyers need their homes, we might as well flip them. So that's the other way. We saw flip properties are a great opportunity right now because if you get a property low enough, trust me, you're making money on a flip on this. So reaching out to these buyers, asking these questions, testing them out, seeing What are they seeing? What are they doing? I spoke to some of the commercial buyers that I know, and they're telling me, where they are in flex spaces and industrial land and stuff like that, that's where they're seeing still some success there. Right. We're also gonna be expecting some good opportunities coming in the multifamily space. Multifamily has been hot, but mostly because speculative, all these newbies are doing syndications and all these stuff that it's just been fluffed up too much. Now we're going to start actually seeing people that are going to be hurting and selling these multifamily deals at a hell of a discount. So all of this has been because of our buyers. Now, every market is different. Not every market is going to be operating like San Antonio does. You may be in St. Louis and New York and Seattle, and it's going to be different. So you got to study the market. And the best way to study the market is by talking to the buyers. That's who makes the market. These buyers are the ones that are in there buying day in, day out. They understand where the market is going. They see what's happening, where they're not selling, why they are selling. Are they selling at discounts? Are they having to stage their homes? What's the level of renovation they're needing to do? What are they experiencing with contractors? So these are all key aspects that you want to make sure you ask and you talk to your buyers. And again, you don't want to call them buyers. That's fine. Call them fellow investors, because that's what they are, right? We're all in this together. So make friends with these investors. Now, the benefit of doing all of this is going to be that you're going to be able to stay ahead of the market. So again, if you're waiting to see what the market's going to do, you're always going to be behind the market. You're always going to be playing catch up to whatever the market is doing, and whatever the market has done. And if you're doing that, you're always going to get whatever crumbs are being left over by the investors that are in the market. I don't want that for you. I want you to be ahead of the market. I want you to be able to take advantage of this opportunity that we're going to have. This is by far one of the best times to be getting into real estate investing, because these are the times where you actually become a real estate investor and not one of these speculative investors are just chasing that buck. This is the time where you get to structure really creative real estate transactions. You get to pick up hell of a deals for, pennies on the dollar. You're going to be able to structure really creative subject to owner finance, create wraps, do lease options, all the good stuff of real estate that gets you into properties for virtually no money. This is that type of market. This is when you want to jump into this market, but you want to be smart about it. You want to understand where the market is going. You want to understand what the players are doing, and you want to take very calculated steps. This is not the time to grow your business. I don't believe this is a time to grow your business. I'm not saying don't do it. Every investor's, you do what you got to do, but I don't believe this is a time to grow your business. I think this is the time for you to grow your skill set, to grow your knowledge, to grow your connections. This is the time where you're going to be able to go really deep in your business, build that strong foundation that you need so you can go ahead and take all that. And when the market picks back up, that it becomes hot, that's when you're going to start being able to grow your business and really capitalize on a massive boom that we're going to be having. But that boom may not come for a couple more years. So if that's the case, you can't be on the sidelines for that long. You're going to miss out on these opportunities. And in case you haven't heard, that's exactly why I started doing one-on-one coaching. I am taking people every single week. We're sitting down one-on-one and we are going over the best strategy for your situation based on your market, based on your abilities, based on your finances, and put a plan together. And we go over it every single week and make pivots and tweaks and work that plan to make sure that it's generating the best revenue for you, while at the same time building the best, strongest business that you can possibly own. So it meets all of your criteria, so you're able to hit that level of financial freedom that you always wanted. My hope for you is always that if you need 10 grand, you can go out there and make 10 grand within a month. I don't want you hurting for money anymore. You don't need to. You understand? And that's why we started doing it. And if you're interested in pursuing the coaching route and you want to talk to us and see what it's all about, just text the word coaching to 210-794-9898. And we will set up a call and we'll go over what it all has and what it is that we offer and how it is that's going to help you in this coming market. So again, guys, just to wrap up, go build a buyer's list or an investor's list or whatever you want to call it and start talking to these people that are doing business right now. They're buying houses today. Not they bought houses 6 months ago. They're buying houses today in this market. Get those people, find out what they're doing, interrogate the hell out of them, get to know the market, get to know the strategies, and take action. See where's that opportunity that you can fill that void and make some money. And like always, if you guys ever have any questions, you can always reach out to me, and you can always comment on these posts or text us to our community at 210-794-9898. Text us anytime, whatever questions you may have. You know, I don't get to them right away, but I get to all of them. So we're always here to help you guys. I believe in you. I know you can take advantage of this situation, grow as an investor, and grow your finances and grow your life. So thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you all on the next one.